It's going, okay. All right, so we're gonna continue to just smooth out the curls. And after smoothing out these curls, I'm going through each one. I want us to get into some back combing too. That's going to be a part of our chapter as well. We could do that on Tuesday. Okay, so now that I have really nice, oh look at these waves. We can do so much with this. So cute. I'm gonna use the all-purpose comb now, just to kind of get in here and break loose. You might say, Miss Shauna, can I use my brush if I so desire? I have a styling brush I would like to use. Yes, you can. You can use your styling brush. You can use your paddle brush. You can use your diamond brush to go in and help to smooth out a lot of these curls. Finishing brushes helps to create a lot of shine, smoothness when you're looking at nylon bristles. So if you want to create and keep a lot of shine in the hair, that will be the option to go for if you want shine. So I'm just going to go in and just go and mist. I just want to kind of mist that oil just to kind of give her a little bit. People who have coarse hair, you can use a little bit more in the hair depending on the look. If people have oily hair, that's in your consultation. You want to use very little oil to none because they accumulate oil. And that excessive sebum that comes out of the sebaceous glands lets us know that. So when we're looking at our style, I'm going to go in and part off from eyebrow as a reference point in my guide and take it, and I'm going to go all the way around, creating a V shape in a crown area where it's going to give me a point, and it's going to be wider up where the eyebrows are. And I'm going to part this section off. And I just want to take and clip it. Got beautiful curls, but we're just going to take and clip these curls here out the way. They may just stay still. Let me get my double combs. A lot of your duck bills work absolutely wonderful to help to hold that hair out the way versus your butterfly clips. Now, I like to work in sections. When we're working in sections, that I want you all to see is taking, parting V formations. What type of formations?
V formations.
And what lines are V lines? They are what? Slant, right? And what is slant is? Diagonal. So diagonal lines. We're going to start here in the middle of the back of the head, and I'm going to create a nice little V that goes directly into the center nape area. So I did one side of that V, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to spray just a little oil sheen because I want to take and smooth that hair depending on what type of look you're going for. So we're going to not be close with our hairspray, but we want to bring that hairspray back about 6 inches away from the head. And what you want to do is go in the direction from scalp to ends, because reversing it helps to swell the cuticle out, layers out, and we want to create smoothness, so we want to go with. Everybody say go with.
Go with.
So we want to go with. So I just want to kind of go in. You could go in and just kind of take it and pump it so it doesn't wet and saturate the hair and make it real crunchy and very stringy. We want to keep the swellness of the hair in place, okay? So I'm gonna go in and comb placements, because a lot of times when we're working and we're doing French rolls, whether if you want to do a French twist or a French roll, a lot of times some students, they have issues when it comes to, Miss Shauna, why does it look like my roll is falling and it's sagging? Because it doesn't have a strong foundation. And because it doesn't have a strong foundation, we want to create strong foundation. So where the teeth touch the scalp, you want to direct that hair straight across. You don't want to swoop it down. You want to take it, put it on that line that you part, and just comb that hair straight on across. And when you do that, that's going to help. Now, a lot of times, some people, you know, they got blow dryers, and you can take and use your blow dryers. But because of our position, I don't have a blow dryer on hand. So I'm just going to kind of just work through the glitches, okay? So I'm just going to continue to take V formations and help to seal the base is what we want to do. We want to make sure that that base is nice and sealed, taking subsections at a time, combing them into but not breaking the mold of that hair that where I first began. So what you're going to do with your comb, this is a technique that everyone could use. You could take it, slant your comb on a V shape. Don't go in directly and have the spine of the comb out from the head and the teeth touching the scalp. Take it and slant it, where all you're doing is just glazing that hair over to the side. Take it, slant it, and just glaze over. What happens is, all you're doing is just sweeping the hair that you just part from each subsection and going in and you're spraying it down, okay? So I'm just misting it, staying some inches away from the hair. When you're applying product, hairsprays, and there are some hairsprays that helps to give that hair a nice little gloss. Really helps with the flyaways. So that will be option when you're considering your total look. And we always want to go with, if that hair is fine or whether if it's coarse, will determine the outcome of your product. In this case, we just want to make sure we're using moderate product on the hair. So again, I'm going to take this subsection, I'm not going to break that, but I'm just going to comb this hair over into just glazing it across so it doesn't break the mold that I placed prior to this subsection that I'm putting in place. Okay, so now that I'm working each panel, and I have to keep in mind and break up, because a lot of times I never follow through with keeping that product flowing in the right direction so it doesn't cause the swelling of the cuticles and making it, I want to keep it nice and smooth and silk. Okay, so I'm just trying to get it to hold it in place. And I'm going to continue with my last piece of hair. Let me just go on and sweep it in. Will it be different if I was working with a blow dryer? Sure it will. Yeah. It will make a huge difference. But I'm working without. In some cases, if you all are working on set and you got people, theater, and you are getting wigs together, you're not going to always have to do that. So you'll be working in places where you have to learn how to not use the products that you're going with. So, or your tools, hot tools. So what I'm going to use now is my bobby pin. Now I wish I had like a white piece of paper. There you go. A white piece of paper. Bobby pin. This is what you're going to use. The hook of the foot is what in the ridges is going to be inserted at the scalp. You all can't see that, but kind of get a little close. So what I'm going to do is take that ridge and I'm going to flip it to the smooth side. And on the smooth side of my bobby pin is where I'm going to insert where the ridges are at the scalp. I'm going to open it up, not with my teeth. I'm going to take and open it up with my finger and hold it open. Take it and smooth and hold that hair in place. And I'm going to insert right at the base, and I'm going to take my time and smooth it up. We're talking about sculpting hair. Almost like a powder and clay. You know, so if you're the powder and you're at the at your station and you're molding clay into a nice little bowl, you gotta be very gentle because you don't want to break it up. So I'm inserting, creating a line, as you all see, with the alignment of the center nape area, traveling up, lining these up to have a nice smooth look. Now, once I have 3 coming up in the back, keeping all of this nice and smooth, what I'm going to do next is the very last one I'm going to use. I'm going to take it and reverse it and bring it coming down. So now I have a nice little great line that's going to be there. With my comb, I'm going to go in and just kind of back comb. We talk about French lacing the hair just gracefully with smoothing that hair out with the comb, and you could use either your teasing comb. All I want is gently to just go in because she really have curls and those curls are already there. I just don't want you to take it all the way to the end. Leave some of that hair nice and smooth out of the way. Because when we take and we roll it, it's just going to create the smoothness that we're looking for. I'm going to go in because I kind of like thickness and really nice thick rolls, very elegant. When we're talking about like in a 1800s, that type of era. So I love big hair. I am big, sexy hair. That's what I love. And so I'm just going to go in and just create some cushion, but I want to leave my ends really nice and straight. So I'm going to come down to the bottom and just comb some of that out, leave it nice and straight. Now, I get the options to go in and form my tees that I already put there to make that cushion look really nice and full. Kind of see what it looks like so far. Let me get that. All right. Now I'm going to travel to the opposite side of the head, repeating that V line from the parietal ridge area and then taking it down to where the nape is. And I just want to go in and smooth that hair now towards the center back. Not too aggressive, but very gently. I still have a little of those partings from my roller set that's in there, but hopefully they'll just go away. And that can utilizing heat will help and work also. So let's get that. I'm gonna leave it. Sometimes you'll fight with that to help to break the base up, but you could use that with your tools as well. Like you could take your blow dryer and kind of go in certain areas that kind of help to smooth and silk out some of those. Just gonna take and spray. Keep it kind of full. Okay. So here we go. Let's see if we are able to achieve it. And I think what I did, I should have did this with my other side. Reversed it. Because this was a half off base side, I think. Yeah, that's what I should have did. But we could look at this also, like if you all pin all of this in and you could create a cascade of curls to sit right in the back section of their hair. Yeah, because these curls, and I'm gonna have you all to do it so it don't be any complications for real. Because her hair was a half off base on this side, and I should have smoothed this and took and pin it, and not just wrap it around because it has medium volume in it. Versus the other side, I could have just swept it over and did it that way. You see how those curls is so hard if I'm working with this. But I'm just gonna kind of weigh it down a little bit just so that it helps to break. And anytime you're using products and you're using oil sheen too, I want you to know that you can go in. I'm gonna have to switch. That's all I'm gonna have to do. I'm just gonna have to switch. But this is gonna cause nothing but hardship on me. So I'm gonna go in and just repeat what I did on the opposite side, and I'm gonna remove those pins over on the other side. I didn't think about that, and plus I don't have no hair dryer or anything. No heat. So that's a learning process. Okay. So I'm just gonna take the ones that I inverted on the opposite side, which is the left side, and it'll work out fine. So now I have a nice little tease. I have a nice little tease, and I'm just gonna come in and just kind of clean and smooth this side off. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start from the very bottom. We're gonna start from the bottom. I'm gonna spray my oil sheen first. Then I'm gonna go in behind that and spray my hairspray. Lock that oil so it'll give the hair a lot of good shine to it. And of course you all know and remember when I went in and I teased, I left the ends very nice and clean. So now, when it's time for me to create my robe, you can almost see that the formation of it is already in place, right? So I just want to kind of allow you all to see. I'm just going to start here right here at the nape. And then all I'm going to do is just twirl, and all I'm doing is just rolling and just kind of mending everything in the place where I want it to go. Everything is nice and smooth. Just tilting that comb, just so it helps to smooth all them pieces in, using a small side. Anybody have any questions? So when I come around and we're working, you all will be able to help get that hair and make it really nice and smooth. Now, you can use the tail of your comb, rat tail comb, to help to push that hair in and get all those little flyaways out the way. So, I used bobby pins earlier. I'm going to use hairpins. Everybody say hairpins. Hairpins are those that are open, okay? They're the open ones. I'm gonna start here at the nape area, and then I'm gonna carry and I'm gonna go upward. So you can know. There is a technique on utilizing your hairpins. Now, when you're going in and you're using your hairpins, you just want to gently, at the tip of that hair, and go down. And then when you go down and insert it in, then you want to take it and go upward. So it'll help to lock it in. There are many different ways you could use your hairpins. See if I can get a little bit more visual on that. Down, and then I'm just going to take it and insert it going up. So you don't really see those pins poking and sticking out. Okay? Keeping a nice little balance. And a lot of times when we're talking about wedding events, you can use hairpins that actually has, and you can put jewels in them. So if you want to take and stick like you could glue them on like rhinestones, pearls, different things like that. So you can insert them. And now when you insert them, now you got these jewels just all lined up on the hair, okay, around that row. And this is the beauty of just going in, creating French rolls, okay? That's the steps. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to our stations and we're gonna do the roll. After we do the roll, then we're gonna come back and do the very top of that hair. I have bobby pins here for you, and we have hairspray and all sheen if needed. So you all could go in to create your roll. And so this is what my roll looks like, and I'm gonna finish it up. I'm gonna finish my roll up with a nice little, up in the top area, we're gonna do something wonderful with that. Okay, so let's go. We're gonna get ready to start. You can cut it off, it's fine.